Everybody, it's Michael from GetFitOver40.com, and today's video is going to be entitled Workout Supplements 101. I do get a lot of questions. People ask me quite often what kind of supplements I take. Can I recommend certain things? What kind of pre-workouts? Do I take creatine? What kind of proteins? All that kind of stuff. And you know what? I haven't really been using necessarily one brand or even sticking to one product. I'll buy, like, say, for instance, Costco protein powder, and I'll go to Popeyes and get some BCAAs and creatine. I have a mix of vitamins. Some are from Trader Joe's, some are from Shaklee, some are from Costco again. So I'm kind of just, it's like a Heinz 57. And I will be, at the end of this, I will be talking a little bit about a solution I'm looking into that's kind of more of a complete solution. But that'll be at the end of this video. But this video really isn't to say, use this, whatever. I'm just going to explain really basically some of the key supplements that I would recommend. It's not everything, but at least the most important ones, and try and talk about their basic uses, how they're beneficial, how they help your body, and why you need them. So let's talk about what happens when we work out. So first of all, we create energy. We're creating a lot of energy when you work out, you're lifting weights, and it can be converted and broken down by the body and cause oxidization. So you're basically causing damage to your body in terms of muscle strain, cell strain, cells get damaged, the muscles get damaged, all that happens, right? And this also creates lactic acid, which you feel, that's the one you kind of feel after the fact, usually the day after or even a few days after, where the muscles get really sore. That's a lactic acid buildup, and that's part of the breakdown of everything, cells and everything going on. And we see that as pain, obviously. And we also use up vital nutrients. So every time you work out, you're taking not just proteins and sugars and fats out of your body, you're also using up important nutrients like, vitamins, calcium, magnesium, all that kind of stuff gets taken out to repair the body. Repairing the body takes a lot of energy, and it takes a lot of nutrition and a lot of the nutrients out of your body. So why do we need supplements and who they can help? So basically, they pretty much help everybody, whether you're an athlete or not. It doesn't matter if you're not an athlete, if you're not training, if you're not doing any exercise, you're probably not getting all your nutrition from your food. A lot of us don't eat the best, myself included. I'm not always eating the best. I'm not always getting all the nutrition I probably need to. So, unless you're one of these people who eats fresh vegetables right off the farm, it's all clean eating, then you're maybe getting more of the right things, but then you could still be missing some important things. So what do we need the supplements for? To replace the lost nutrients we use up during exercise. So that's probably the most important thing. Because we're using them all up when we exercise, we need to replace them, not just from exercise, just from day-to-day life as well. But especially if you're exercising, you're going to use them even more. And they're also needed to rebuild damaged cells and tissue, right? So again, getting back to that cell damage when we train, we need the vitamins to replace the ones that are lost. We need to put them back in our body for that reason. And again, to repair oxidization. So whenever we create energy in our body, we're also creating oxidization. We're creating cell damage, we're creating oxidization. And so it's important to have some sort of an antioxidant. If you are taking one, then that's great. And there are certain vitamins are antioxidants, but there are specific antioxidants you can take. And I'd recommend you find a good one that does that. So let's talk about some of these important supplements that I would encourage anybody doing, especially any type of physical activity, weight training, that kind of thing, to take. So protein. Now, proteins are the main building block. I'm going to read this because I don't want to miss stuff. It's important. But proteins are the main building block of the human body and contain lots of amino acids important to building muscle. Proteins help to increase natural anabolic hormone release that can stimulate muscle growth. So this is just the basic stuff. Again, I'm not going to get into super detail. I'm not a pharmacist. I'm not one of these geeks who's going to go on and just go over everybody's head. This is just basic 101 stuff, all right? Protein is also very satisfying too, which helps with food cravings. So when you load up on protein, it's going to give you that feeling of being a little more full. which will help you, not have all those cravings, eating all the crap stuff, going overboard on carbs and fatty foods. And so that's going to lead to some, fat loss and again, muscle gain because you're taking the right type of proteins to encourage muscle growth. So a lot of times BCAAs and proteins get confused. Protein is more of a complicated grouping of, what am I trying to say here? Amino acids. So when you're looking at a basic protein, it's chained together amino acids. I believe there's like 8 or 9 of them. They're all important. They're typically going to break down a little slower when you have a protein powder, but they are going to work their way into your body and they are going to get used. Whereas BCAAs, I believe it's just 3 of the main amino acids and it's almost like instantaneous. So you're getting that into your system a lot quicker, which is going to help during the workout a little bit more. Okay, there's still muscle building amino acids that you need, but they're sort of the more important ones that you need right away, and they are a form of energy. So BCAAs are fast-acting amino acids from protein, okay? I believe it's 3 of them, typically 3. And BCAAs improve protein synthesis and fat burning. They can also help with hormone imbalances while doing intensive training, especially when you get leaner. And they decrease fatigue and improve endurance. So not necessarily even if you're just weight training, but they can help you with endurance activities. They help prevent muscle loss and soreness related to training. Again, anything that can help repair stuff and encourages muscle synthesis, then protein synthesis is going to help you with that. And they can improve insulin response and reduce the risk of diabetes. Okay, so very important. So I encourage people to take protein on a daily, with maybe as a meal replacement or in conjunction with other meals. Just get your protein levels up as much as you can. Some people say half your body weight. That's probably good for someone who's not training in grams and considering grams of protein. For someone who's training and doing weightlifting, trying to build their muscles, I would say, take as much as your body weight in protein in grams, okay? That's grams of protein. So 200 grams of protein if you're 200 pounds. Some bodybuilders are taking, even double. It seems excessive to me. I think that's excessive, but, to each their own. All right, creatine. Mostly for strength training, not so much for endurance. Okay, it's only really going to help with, if you're a long distance runner, it's not really designed for that. Creatine pulls water into your muscle cells, so there will be a little bit of water weight gain, but only really in your muscle fibers, so not a bad area to have it, right? So it's not going to bloat you up and make your face puffy. Some of the earlier creatines kind of used to, I remember the first creatine powder I ever went on, and I just got puffy. It was like, I gained like 10 pounds in a couple of weeks, and it was all water, and it went everywhere. And it was, I got bigger, but I looked like the puffy man. Today's creatines are much better. They target the muscles much better. They get into the muscle and the less, surrounding tissues. But they will, some people can gain, depending on how you react to it and how much you're taking, you can gain anywhere from 2 to 4 to 5 pounds of water. But again, that's going to be mostly in your muscle. I don't tend to go up and down that much. I might go up a couple pounds from creatine, but that's about it. All right. Also, creatine increases protein synthesis like proteins do, or like protein powder does, which makes the muscle grow when exerted when you're doing gym activities. All right, so those are the kind of the 3 things: protein, BCAAs, so protein powder, BCAAs, and creatine. Those are the 3 staples I recommend, especially if you're weight training or doing, high activity type of some sort of high activity sport. Definitely take those guys if you're doing that. There's other things like L-glutamine and all this other stuff that can help you with things. And you know what? I'm sure, there's lots of really great reasons to take that stuff, but I'm not going to focus on that in this video. This is a basic stuff. Let's hit the most important stuff, right? We're going to talk about vitamins too, because those are the nutrients that your body is taking out when you work out, especially when you're doing intensive workouts. And so it's really important to put those nutrients back in your body. Otherwise, your body just isn't going to work right. It's just not going to function properly. It's not going to heal itself properly. You're going to have joint problems. You're going to have bone problems. You're going to have all kinds of, you can even have central nervous system problems just from not getting enough proper nutrients, okay? So general vitamins, always take a good multivitamin. So if you just take a good multivitamin as a daily driver type thing, take one of those. You can research your own, but take a good one, right? Find something that's, what you invest in it is what you're going to get back. If you buy the cheapest one you can find, it's probably going to be cheap. It's probably not going to, it's not going to absorb into your body very well. If you pay more money for a vitamin, same things with protein powders and all these things, the more money you put into a product, the more money you're going to get back, to a point, obviously. Sometimes you're paying for name, but generally a good name brand product is going to be high quality. All right. So fish oils. Fish oils is they help with blood pressure, insulin levels, inflammation, protein synthesis, and fat burning. Vitamin C, another important one. I would take these ones over and above the multivitamin. Vitamin C helps with connective tissue support, healthy bones, cardiovascular health, antioxidation. Vitamin D helps with, or can help with increased strength. Helps with healthy bones and also risk of diabetes. That's another important one. And vitamin B, there's a whole bunch of vitamin Bs, like there's a list of them. So maybe take them, get something that has a bunch of them in it, not just one. And helps with immune system support, increases metabolic rate, supports cell growth. Calcium, magnesium, and there's a bunch of other ones as well, but they kind of fall into that category. Usually if you buy a calcium pill, it'll have a bunch of other things in it. So usually it's like a calcium, magnesium kind of thing. It helps with the central nervous system. So it's like it's like part of the electrolytes that you would replace if you're taking one of these sport drinks. That's like for if you're going to be doing a lot of high activity and you want to be drinking while you're doing it. It's called a sport drink of some sort, and they'll have electrolytes in them: calcium, magnesium, that kind of potassium, salt a little bit. These are really important for the CNS, central nervous system. The blood pressure, so calcium, magnesium specifically. Immunity, so your immune system. Bone health, so bone health, energy production, and protein synthesis. So again, calcium is a pretty important mineral. Vitamin that you need. Now there's specific joint supplements or joint vitamins, and so we'll talk about them a little bit. Glucosamine, and a lot of times if you take a joint supplement, it might have both of these in it or a number of different ones, but usually it's going to have glucosamine, and this helps with promoting cartilage, tendons and ligament growth, and aids in their repair, okay? Another really important one you will find in some joint vitamins, but I would almost suggest you go out and get it on its own and take it with vitamin C, and I would take MSM with vitamin C in fairly high dosages, actually. Do your research on that, but there's a lot of people that swear by MSM and vitamin C, and they say that it's super good at helping with joints and inflammation and cell repair. And it's going to save you a lot of doctor visits. They swear by it. So, and also encourages like the skin and everything looks fantastic on it. So, but let's look at glucosamine. I think we already did. Let's look at MSM. Helps with anti-inflammatory, with inflammation in your joints and body, accelerates healing, improves flexibility, and increases energy. And again, MSM is really great at making your skin glow and look good and keeping it soft and whatever. I can't say it. All right, I'm going to talk about this new line of supplements. I'm not even going to name it. And the reason I don't want to tell you this new line of supplements that I'm taking is because I haven't really taken it for long enough. I've only been taking it for a few days, and I've got a bunch of it that I'm going to try out. I'm going to try out the stuff that is sort of what I think I need for my needs. It's not everything. They have this huge line of products. They talk everything from basic proteins to complete meals and nutrition replacements to vitamins and even cleanses. So it doesn't matter if you're bodybuilding, if you're just simply weight training, if you're just trying to lose a little bit of weight while not losing all your muscle, or just simply lose weight. I mean, there's a solution here from this company. And now, to be honest, I've been approached by other companies, like really decent companies, and been super tempted in promoting their product. They've offered to give me their product for free, to use it myself. They probably, and make a video and that kind of thing. And so I can get free products, and I can, I've been buying all my stuff, but the problem is I'm trying to find a complete solution, right? Because it's not just protein powder. It's not just the creatine and the pre-workout and all that. I mean, there's more to it than that, and especially with a lot of my clients. They're not necessarily trying to get huge. They're trying a lot, and oftentimes lose weight. and stay healthy. And part of that is to, get the right nutrition when you're doing activity, whether it's just basic running around doing stuff or working out. You want to replace the nutrition in your body. And so if you can have a one-stop product that kind of has it all built into it, so you're taking this shake and it's got all your protein you need, all the proper carbs, the fats, the nutrition, it's got vitamins in it, that's going to help you right when you need it most. It's just, daily, day-to-day, during workouts and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now, is I'm just sort of field testing it and giving it a try and seeing how this works. And that way I'll hope to be able to offer this product line to everybody, at least suggest it. And the good side is I can actually, and don't hate me for this, but I can actually make a little money selling it. And you might think, oh, all these people making YouTube videos and stuff, it's all about the money. Well, no, it's not. For me, it's a win-win situation. If I can try a product, if I find that, it's reasonable cost, it works well, if I find that, instead of having to buy all of this stuff, I can just kind of simplify it and take something daily with a few add-ons, then, in some ways I'm probably saving money. So, buying all this stuff separately can cost a lot of money. So that's not a bad thing. Plus, if it's great, if it works, then that's another positive thing. And if I can make a little bit of money at it, then that gives me some money, it gives me some incentive to keep making these videos, because, not only am I offering you guys something, but I'm getting a little something in return if you decide you want to try the products that I recommend. So, you don't have to, right? It's just stuff that it might work for you, might not. So I didn't really show you the vitamins, but I've just, this is again like Trader Joe's vitamin D, vitamin B. I use a Trader Joe's joint supplement for now, support. It could be anything though, right? Omega-3s, like the fish oils, they usually come in these huge horse pills. This is a calcium I've been taking, Super Cal Mag. It's got calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, so all kinds of stuff in it. But again, if I can find a solution, or if you can have a solution that's a little more simplified, that always makes your life a little bit easier. All right, so I'll get back to you in about a month once I've properly field tested this product line and seen how it works and decided whether or not it's a good product line. And if so, you'll hear about it. But until then, stay posted. All right, thanks for watching another GetFitOver40.com video. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until next time, take care.